What's going on with that Neo Geo?
We fixed it.
Who did the work?
You did.
That's right. Go ahead, put it on. You ordered the cap kit though, right?
I ordered the cap kit and the fly back, and you had to do it.
That's right. I soldered the hell out of this crap.
Well, at first I adjusted it and it worked, but
yeah.
then
you know what? I never want to do this again though. I didn't like doing it.
Why?
It was hard. I soldered my fingers together. No, yeah, it wasn't fun. But look, what's happening now? Wait a minute. Show it working, for Christ's sake. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have to do it again, right?
Nah, it's just loading.
Okay, it's up there.
A game didn't work.
Looks good. Oh, one of the games is no good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the board is slightly corrupted?
No, just some of the games don't work. It's a multi-part.
Okay. Which, I hope it wasn't a good game. What's this? Bubble Bobble?
Puzzle Bobble.
Bubble Bobble. Try and say that 10 times really fast. Bubble Bobble, 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 Bubble Bubble, Bubble. Yeah, looking good. This Sega Dreamcast works like a dream, right?
Oh yes, we just have to turn it on.
So is that what you're playing, Bubble Bobble?
Yeah, we just have to turn on the Dreamcast.
Here's AJ's pile. All of this good stuff is going to be for sale. Here's a preview. Yeah, AJ's case. My case doesn't really count because I haven't priced anything, but here. All I have is my common garbage right now. I want to test stuff and make sure it's good for selling. But here's AJ's good 64 and stuff games. I'm waiting to find some. You know, actually, I never got back to that lady. I got to tell Marie. Some lady, she said, she gave me her number and I'm supposed to call it, but it's on Marie's phone. And then I forgot about it. Isn't that crazy? I forgot. Somebody wants to maybe sell me games. I don't really believe her. I think I'm going to call and the kids will be like, oh, yeah, this game's $50 and I want $90 for this one, and this one sells on eBay for $25, so I want exactly $25. If you buy everything, I'll give you like 5% off. Got this. Maybe we could do this. I got a PS2 hooked up right now. We could do some Dance Revolution DDR action going here.
Yeah, naked.
A little bit of art.
Naked.
That'll be nasty. AJ says naked. I'm like, that's nasty. I mean, wait, I don't have to be naked, right? You don't have to be naked, right?
No,
Who's going to be naked? Nah, nobody want to watch that.
Marie does. I hope you'll read this video.
It's not special to Marie. You know what I mean? Marie can see that whenever. Let's see. Okay. And then Steve's is in the back, but that's secret. Secret. He's still working on stuff, so I don't want to mess. We're working on stuff too, but hey, I might as well show the window since I'm here. Who's that? This guy. Oh, I locked the door. Let's see, it's mostly AJ stuff on the window. There's top shelf. All the way down. Mostly AJ stuff. I'll do that. Top shelf. All the way down. I'm using my, oh God. We're gonna have to clean these windows at some point. Wii U is mine. And the Nintendo 64 bag is mine. I actually put a price on it. I kind of hid the price, but whatever. $25. That's what I want for it. And here's Steve's window. Coming along very nicely. Steve has some excellent movie memorabilia, autographed items, and just some stuff that's fun. I have no clue what that is. It's obviously it's, why am I keep thinking Chewbacca because it's Chewbacca, alright. And Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher, who unfortunately just passed away recently. Alright, back in the store. That's basically the progress now. AJ and I, for all who are concerned, are thinking this is going to be our testing area, and we're keeping our consoles in that white cabinet for now. Let's just show what we got. PS3, which is backwards compatible. And modded Xbox. How many games is on your modded Xbox right now? A lot. There's it's not. Is that a Retron? It's a different console, right? Not a Retron? Yeah. Whatever it is, it is. The cool thing about his Xbox is that it records the games once you put it in it. It has a hard drive and a memory. I've been keeping myself busy while we're waiting for someone. Testing PS2 games. That's something I like to do. Test my games. Yeah, that's it for now. My showcase of nothing special just yet.
Finish your question when you're done.
Okay, turn this off.
Can we use this for something?
Wait, should I turn this off?
It's a low case.
Maybe. That's for shoes, but probably.
For what, you think?
I don't know. Put it underneath something, you know?
Well, because the lady who picked up the stuff, she has that as well. Should we just get both?
Take it. If we don't use it, we'll sell it. All right? All right, let me turn this off. Say goodbye, AJ. Bye, AJ. On today. Shelves came. They're going to go here. We paid a lot for these, right? $150. But more shelves. This we only, and this one's nice. I think it'll match those over there. This we got $15. Somebody had it. That was part of the $15 shelf deal. I just put it under there for now, because you can put some consoles there, and so yeah. And I mean, because I didn't know where to put it, but I figured there. Maybe you put it over there. I don't know. And this is the best shelf. This is actually wood. All this other stuff is like pressboard crap. AJ, how much we pay for that? Free. Where'd we get it?
Facebook.
Well, kind of the garbage. This one we paid. That was garbage. Somebody threw it up, but they told you they threw it away for you, right?
Yes.
So we just picked it up. But this is actually a nice shelf. Thinking maybe putting it right here. Getting rid of this. And it'll go underneath this. And we can put some stuff there until we get something we like better for now. This, I don't know. Where do you think this should go?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay. That's there. These there. Okay, that's final update for the store. Oh, Steve, if you're watching this all the way through, I'm going to put the store update in the beginning. There's a stool. Put it over here, okay? All right, that's it.
Are we?
Yeah, I am.
First, we almost ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Tell that story.
What are we doing today?
No, wait. Tell that story.
Well, we almost ran out of gas because AJ never puts gas in his car.
I sold in the gas station.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
How fun
They
is
would
that?
have to push us to the gas pump. So what are we doing, though? We're getting our fingerprints done today?
Yeah, and now we're late.
And we're late because
Look at this.
AJ. Yeah, well, traffic's making it worse.
You know something? There was no traffic. We would get there with like 20 minutes to spare.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Traffic
well then how
pushes
did the
back.
GPS calculate in traffic?
Because they do it. Because look, it says red.
Red? Oh, I don't know.
Red means traffic.
Red means traffic. Yeah, but red means traffic, but did they calculate in
Yes.
the traffic? Oh, all right. Wow, GPS is really smart. You can do stuff.
These days, it's amazing.
We actually called, though. We were smart, and we called up and we said, look, we're running late. Is it okay? And they're like, yes, just come. So it should be good to get our fingerprints. I said that when we get there, though, we should make it like we really tried to get there early and pretend we're all out of breath. Like, here, AJ, pretend you're out of breath. That's terrible. Wipe your brow. So like, and they're like, well, what's going on? We're like, we're late, but we really tried to get here on time. And they're like, yeah, we don't give a shit. Go sit down. You're like when you go to the doctor's office, you get there and they're like, yeah, we're not ready anyway. So that's what I'm hoping. Yeah. But anyway, that's what we're doing today. And then we're going to the store.
Yeah, I'm hoping the shelves are there.
Yeah, they should be. And then what after that? Just dinner or something?
And then tomorrow, Daryll. We have
Daryll. Everybody, tomorrow, VideoGamerDaryll, podcast.
Number. Oh yeah, last week wasn't a podcast.
I didn't even do it. No, I just left. It's on somewhere.
No, I'm just saying last week wasn't a podcast.
No, I know.
So
I didn't do it.
So we had to skip a week because we got there late and then he had to go.
Yeah, it wasn't worthy of podcast. Ting. I could add it, I guess.
No, remember we can't.
Yeah, I know. We were talking too much smack. I don't want to say about what.
About our significant others.
Yeah.
And if they
Not
watched
me.
it, and if they watched it.
Wait a minute. What's significant others?
Marie, Paige,
I was
and Laura.
not.
No, you were, and that's why we can't post it.
All right, if that's what you want to say. If that's our cover story.
How bad they're treating us.
Yeah, everybody's mean to us, I guess. All right, we're being very cryptic here. So, all right. Well, look, this is traffic. This is our life in New Jersey. Traffic.
I know. In other states, it's no traffic. Isn't that amazing?
There's always traffic, but I mean, there's traffic, but I don't mean there's always traffic like here. Perfect Point. You ever go to that one?
Oh, I hate Perfect Point.
Do you ever go there?
No.
To that one?
No, they come to the Meadowlands.
Oh, yeah, I know. You went to the one in Secaucus?
No, they come to the Meadowlands.
Oh, they do? And set up and buy
Set
it?
up.
Oh, and they sell shit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Bob loves them because you know why he loves them?
Why?
They take 5 spots.
Wow. I guess Perfect Point's doing all right.
5 spots.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. These are our papers. I'm going to get them out of the window.
They have 3 box trucks usually.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yes. And Bob goes there. He talks to them. Of course, he talks to them.
Sure. No, it makes sense. I didn't know the Perfect Point. Do you remember when Goodwill came to JC one time? Yeah, they set up at JC. I think it was Goodwill.
Yeah.
A long time ago. Remember they were selling clothes.
I remember that.
And we're like, really? Is this like a new thing? Do you remember which market they went to?
Carney.
Yeah, it was Carney.
I remember that. I was like,
they came once and then they never came again.
I was like, why?
I know. I don't get it. You know. They were like, yeah, we're Goodwill. Maybe they were trying to. I really don't know. It's so weird. You know, I never seen Goodwill set up at a flea market before. You know, and I've never seen it since. So I don't know. Maybe they were experimenting. Yeah, I was confused too. You know, I'm just filming the traffic as we go along. You know.
And the roads suck here.
Yeah, they're not that horrible to these ones, but as we hit a pothole.
I don't know why there's so many potholes here.
Because
I voted today. I woke up early and I voted.
Yeah. Can you talk smack about your town? Nobody in your town will see this, right?
It's a terrible, terrible situation that's going on. I hope the right ticket wins it because right now
fraud.
It's so bad. It's so dirty.
All kinds of stuff.
They actually send out papers bashing each other.
Yeah, well, that's normal. That's politics.
No, but it never happened in this town until now.
Yeah, because they were probably running almost unopposed.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what the newspaper said.
Yeah. Is that? Oh, yeah. It said something like that, right? Yeah. You sent me the link.
Yeah.
But all right.
Oh, did you hear about West New York?
Nah. What's happening?
What happened was it's the mayor right now, mayor race.
Yeah. Mayoral.
The guy's going for his 3rd term.
Okay.
But the guy who's running against him is his former councilman.
Oh, really?
He's part of the town.
Huh.
And they used to be best friends, but now they don't agree with each other, so that's like...
Yeah, that's crazy.
How's about that? It's going to become very close, because people elected them both last election. How's about that one?
That is crazy.
So now people like them both, so I think that's pretty interesting, right?
I'm trying to remember which country, but there's a country, not in Europe, it's where what happened was...
Also, North Bergen, their mayor is going after their 8th term.
Oh, really?
And the guy who's running against him is a businessman. I was very confused about that.
Everybody will be really interested in the local politics around here.
No, I was so confused about it.
I was going to tell a story about like how I don't know if it's... I'm trying to remember the name of the country. Maybe I'll remember later. Or I'll Google it.
Term.
Wait, let me tell the story.
If I could be mayor for that long...
Yeah, that's probably, what is it, 2 to 4 years?
Yeah.
Is it 2 years or 4?
Yeah. Well, yeah, 2 or 4 years. So he's in their office for
16 to like, if it's more than 20.
You know what? I heard the North Bergen mayor is a very nice mayor. He's a very good person. People love him.
Yeah.
He's probably going to win again.
Okay, good.
He's just like that New York mayor that everybody loved.
Bloomberg?
Yeah.
I hated Bloomberg.
Well,
he was a douche.
Well, he got in like 20 times.
Yeah, because he was a fucking billionaire, and he would he could just steamroll everybody and pay as much as he needed to win.
Then how do you like Mayor de Blasio, whatever?
I'm indifferent about him because he's kind of progressive, but then again, he's also bought and paid for somewhat. So he's more progressive, but still bought and paid for. Like I found out that the whole thing that he had against the horses, like you used to be able to go into Manhattan and ride a horse-drawn carriage around the park, right?
Yeah.
Well, now you can't. You can ride a horse-drawn carriage through the park, right? But what happened was, he was like, it's animal abuse, it's this, it's that, and he was threatening to put out of work all these people that had jobs, driving horse-drawn carriages, taking away some, I'll tell you in a second, taking away some of the historical flavor of the city, and probably sending a bunch of animals to farms or glue factories, horses, because what else are they going to do?
Wait, glue factory? Hold on.
Well, that's what they say with horses. They just send them to the glue factory.
What's that?
Well, they say they used to make glue out of horses. I don't know if they did or didn't, but,
Really?
But what are they going to do? You think these guys are going to keep horses? No, they just probably put them down or something. I don't know. Let's say love the horses. You know how expensive it is to keep a horse at a farm. So anyway, they were saying, oh, it's animal abuse. But it turns out or probably the main reason that he did it was because he was backed by, I'm going to say like an animal rights group. And their main issue was the horses. They were saying they were...
PETA again?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
really
PETA.
you know what? I haven't heard about PETA now.
Yeah.
PETA sucks because they said Pokemon are being abused every day.
Yeah.
It's not even freaking real.
Here's the thing.
Mario, they were abusing animals.
Yeah, I know.
How
AJ's
stupid.
mad.
How stupid.
It is kind of dumb. Well, that's the problem with an organization like PETA. In theory, it sounds really great, but sometimes some of the things they do just don't make any sense, and maybe they do it to make the news. I don't really know, but I don't want to slam PETA because they're kind of doing. But what I want to slam is the fact that they contributed a lot to his campaign, and then after they did that, he was like, "Okay, boss, I'll do what you want," because that's the way politics works in this country. But whatever. Now we're talking politics. What were you saying?
About what?
I don't know. I thought you almost changed the subject. Oh, I wanted to talk about, I can't remember the name of the country, and I'll remember it after this, or I'll check it and I'll put it in after this. But there's a country around the Soviet bloc where a comedian ran against the president, and he won 75% of the popular vote.
Really?
Right. And the reason what's the funniest
about it...
about
talking about Donald Trump?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
he's not a comedian, no.
No, he is pretty funny.
He's a clown, maybe. He's not a comedian. But anyway, this person was a comedian, and he had a comedy show. And in his comedy show, he would pretend to be the president, right? And the storyline was he was accidentally elected president of his country because he ran an ad making fun of the real president. So what happened was he really ran, and he really became president. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to find out what country it is.
Hold on.
What?
Before you end it, I want to talk about something else.
What are you going to talk about?
Let's talk about 2020, the new election.
Yeah.
The rumor is...
That?
You want to hear the list of candidates?
Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump.
No, it's Joe Biden.
No.
Now, hold on. Let me tell you who wants to run.
No, Joe Biden does want to run, but
Biden,
he's going to fail.
I'm going to give you the list. Joe Biden.
Yeah, he's already failing.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders going strong.
West.
Kanye West is
and the
clown.
fucking Rock, who will get my fucking vote.
Okay. I'm Rock. If you decide to run, you got AJ. He'll give you shout outs. He's in your back corner.
No, but a lot of people like The Rock. I think that'll be the closest thing to a celebrity.
Yeah, we don't want a celebrity president. We want a...
Hold on, we have one already. Donald Trump is a celebrity.
He is a celebrity, and he's president.
Isn't it funny?
But he's more of a celebrity.
Isn't it funny how The Simpsons predicted this about 20 years ago?
Yeah, but I mean, you could say that about a lot of shows, you know. I mean, they actually said a bunch of times where The Simpsons predicted stuff that was going to happen. Are they saying traffic now? Like it's calling it every time we get traffic? Okay.
No, it's saying it's only half hour away now.
Oh, okay, that's good. And all right, so does that mean we'll be on time, or?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay. So anyway, let me find out the country where this happened, and I'll get the story a little bit better so I can tell it.
It's probably like Czechoslovakia.
No, it's not. I'll tell you in a second. All right. I checked it, and the guy's name is Vladimir Zelensky. And I think the other guy's name is Flovskov, something like that. I'm doing it from memory. And he ran in the Ukraine.
And this was just like 2 weeks ago.
About a couple of weeks ago. And his TV show was Servant of the People. And in the show, he's a teacher that just goes off on the internet. And he curses and everything. And he curses about corruption and government, blah, 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 blah. And they said that the party that he ran under was the same party that he did in the name of the show. So basically, yeah, in the Ukraine, but the people love him. He won with 70-something% of the vote, and he's inexperienced, but that might be a good thing because, you know, he's not part of the corrupt system in the Ukraine, and supposedly there's a corrupt system in Ukraine.
Is there a corrupt system in every country?
There is corruption in every country, but it depends on how much corruption there is. You know what I mean? There's always crime, but it's like in some countries, I'm not going to say where, the corruption outweighs. Basically, the people don't get, they ignore the will of the people. Canada's decent, but they're dealing with some of the problems that we're dealing with now. They're trying to do that trickle-down BS crap, which is because what really wealthy people don't want to pay their fair share. They want to keep all their money, and they have the money to keep it. They look at it this way: if it costs you $1 million to pay a politician,
in Jersey, there's only 20,000 millionaires.
20,000 millionaires.
You know that?
Yeah. I didn't know that, and I'll check that. That seems like a low amount.
It was in the news.
Yeah, it seems like a low amount. But that makes sense because only 10%. You know what the 10% means, right? Yeah, like we're the 90%, right? And then you know what they say, the 1%, right? So maybe 20,000 is 1% of the population of New Jersey. 1% are the people who have all the money and all the power. Money equals power.
Now, all the politicians rich or only some rich?
No. Politicians will do a wealthy person's bidding for a surprisingly cheap amount of money most times. Politicians don't...
How much is Trump making in the White House?
Trump isn't doing it for the money. He's doing it for the power and the connections. You know what I mean? When he's done, he's working deals for his family with China. I mean,
but how much does he make?
A couple of $100,000. You know, and actually, he just voted himself a raise, or I think he did. I think him or Congress or something. They all got a raise, but we can't do the 15. We can't get $15 an hour.
So I don't think Bernie Sanders is going to win.
I think that if he runs against Donald Trump, I think he'll win. I think he would have won last time if he ran against Donald Trump.
He would have been close.
No, he would have won because.
Why? So then why do you think Hillary made it?
Because of corruption in the DNC. They basically screwed Bernie over. They cheated. And I forget the lady's name, but they found out about it, and everybody knows what they did. You know, and
want to hear my opinion?
well, there's opinion and fact.
I think Hillary screwed herself.
If
Hillary would have chose Bernie Sanders as her vice president, she would have won.
Well, that's another thing. Can you even remember? But I think honestly, Bernie would have beaten Hillary if they didn't cheat. Yeah, because they used the super delegates against. And what happened was, like, Donald Trump wasn't really that popular. So, but the problem was Hillary Clinton was more unpopular.
Everybody thought Clinton
Nobody
would win,
wanted.
so
Nah. Well, okay.
Why was this a surprise?
The surprise was nobody understood how pissed off regular people were with the system, and Donald Trump was not part of the system. He was outside the system. And I will say this to you again. I've told you this before. Donald Trump ran to the left of Hillary Clinton. He ran as a Republican to the left of a Democrat. He said he was going to have health care for all, right? That he wouldn't cut Social Security and Medicaid. Lies. He said he wouldn't cut taxes for the wealthy. Lies. He talked about creating new manufacturing jobs. He was talking about coal, which was, I don't even know about that. Coal industry is dead, and everybody knows it. But it's not even. He made a bunch of empty promises. What he did was he does what everybody else does. They lie. They tell you what you want to hear, and then they do what they want to do when they get in. And it's like, what are you going to do about it? I've even said the same thing about Obama. A lot of people are like, oh, Obama this, that. But honestly, Obama himself said he was basically a moderate Republican, if you wanted to categorize him as a politician. Obama could have had a filibuster-proof Senate and Congress in the beginning. He could have got us health care. He could have got us out of the war. He never did. He could have fixed immigration. He never did. He could have fought for the judge that he wanted. He didn't. So, you know, that's why everybody was like, they couldn't take it anymore. People just can't take it. You know, people are suffering, whether people are willing to admit it or not. We're all worried about like what's going to happen to us if we get sick, or if we get fired, or if anything happens. You know, everybody's living paycheck to paycheck. Nobody has any money in the bank. The banks are screwing us over left and right. And every time a bank like majorly fucks up the economy, who pays for it? We do. We bail out the banks. They go, no welfare for people who need it, poor people, right? They'll highlight one person who's taking advantage of the welfare system, but they have corporate welfare. Do you know that we give subsidies to the oil companies? We give subsidies. We give money to help out the oil companies. Now, I'll tell you something about Trump's new tariff with China, right? Trump has a tariff going on with China.
People are going to try to fight me.
I don't care. I mean, I'm not saying anything untruthful. So they can say whatever they want. I don't care. I'm not going to argue with them. But wait, let me tell you one thing about Trump's new tariffs, right?
So, I guess they politics in the video?
Well, I don't know. You brought it up.
Well, what is it, for Scummy Resellers?
Yeah, Scummy Resellers. So almost nobody watched. I'll have like, let's see.
You're going to have like a little
1/3 of...
Daryl?
Nah, I don't even care.
Phoenix J, NYC.
Allowed to have my opinion, you know? And based on fact. So anyway, let me just say this one thing, and then I'll quit. So Trump, right now we're in a tariff war with China, right? And the farmers are really getting hurt. So do you know what's happening because of that? The farmers are worried. First of all, they're going to raise prices on us, right? So guess who's paying for the tariffs? We are. Nobody's paying except for us. Am I against more fair trade or more equal trade with China? I mean, we built up China. China was a nothing country. You know how we built up China? We took all the manufacturing companies in our country and we put them in China. You know why? Because it was cheaper. And that's when people talk about globalism, the globalists, you know? But that's not really what it is. It's corporatism and the corporatists. They want to go where the labor's cheap and they screw people over. I don't know. Did I talk enough about politics? So his tariffs aren't a good thing. And if anybody tells you they are, they're wrong. And if tariffs are a good thing, he's doing them wrong. So, you know. But, all right. So anyway, how are we running? We're going to be there early or late?
Late.
So, all right. I'm going to turn this off for now. Bye. Prints. We're in the system. We're good. Now no more committing crimes like murders and leaving fingerprints all over the place because we'll come right up, right? Anyway, I did have an idea on how to get revenge on somebody if they piss you off. I told AJ about it. What'd you think?
To 178 Main Street.
It's stupid.
Head northeast on
It's
Woodward
retarded.
Road.
It's not retarded. You were like, that's actually a pretty good idea.
I just got.
You're like, you're a genius. Yeah, you back up into there.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
Make sure nobody's coming.
Nobody's coming. So anyway, my idea was this. You get a whistle and you glue it on the top of someone's car, like maybe under the roof rack or something where they wouldn't see it.
Anthony.
And do it by the
As
driver's
I'm
side.
going, it's telling me I have full oil now.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, when we pulled in, someone told AJ that, wow, you're leaking a lot of oil. And AJ's like, what? Because he just pulled somewhere for 1 second, you know? So anyway, back to my ingenious idea for getting revenge. Can you whistle loud?
I can't whistle.
Yeah, me either, really. So anyway, my idea is you glue a whistle on the roof of someone's car.
Can you remove that off the thing?
Oh, it's, why, the reflection's bugging you?
Now, let's tell everybody how long it is from the store. It's an hour away from us.
Yeah.
It's only half hour away from the store.
Yep. Half an hour away from the store, an hour away from us, because we're going back towards the store now, right? Yeah. So we went past the store, and now we're backtracking.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. And, you know, not funny as in my life is wasting away driving to get my fucking fingerprint when we could have got our fingerprints
Plus, I
printed.
wasted like half a tank of gas.
Half a tank. How close could we have gotten the fingerprints?
Down the street from my house.
Down the street from AJ's house, but it would have taken, like, they couldn't do it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? 2 weeks?
Yep.
Yeah. So this was actually faster, and AJ wanted to have it done with. And actually, it was cheaper to do it here, so we saved money, right?
Yeah.
Because it's $75, and it was $41. So we actually saved like $35 or $30 or something like that. So that's good. So anyway, my idea for revenge on somebody that you don't like, or just to piss someone off in general, or a harmless prank.
It looks like the way we're going is no traffic. So.
Well, that would be nice. Are we going local?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, you glue a whistle on the top of someone's car, so whenever they're driving, right? And I can't really whistle, but it would be. Marie says I can't whistle. Daisy says and they're kind of right. But
I can't either. Here's what I can do. No, I can't even do that. Here's what I can do. Ready?
What? You could do Darth Vader breathing. So anyway, I can whistle a little bit. So you'd be driving along, and you know how when you hear whistling in the car and you're driving along, you're like, what the fuck is that whistling? And you start checking all your windows and all your vents and looking around, you know, going like, what the hell is that whistle? I think like you could do a school whistle, because that would be like really loud. Those are really loud. But it would just be this constant whistling as you're driving along, and I think it would literally drive the person crazy that we were doing it to, because they would just be like, they'd be driving for hours. Like if you're stuck on the highway and you can't pull over, you're just driving along, and that's when it would really start whistling loud, right? And you know how many people are probably going to do this now? that I said this idea? Like everybody?
I don't think so.
I think so.
In 7.4 miles.
I think that there will be whistle glued to car roofs all over the country. Or at least, I don't know how many people watch this video. Like 20 people? And I'm putting this probably deep in the video. So probably nobody, maybe one person in the history of all time, and they'll probably steal it and say it was their idea. But no, I did it first. So, but the thing is, right? So they'd be driving along, and it would be like this constant whistling, and they'd be like, where the hell is this whistling coming from? If you heard a whistling coming from your car, would it make you nuts?
Yeah.
Would you go to the mechanic? What do you think the mechanic would say?
There's nothing wrong.
Yeah. And you'd have to pay money, right? It'd be like $100. He'd check your radiator, the hood for like dents or holes. He'd have it up underneath. He'd check the carriage to see if there was a hole where it's whistling through, right? And then, or imagine that he just saw the whistle on the roof. He's like, you
Wow,
gotta.
just picture if you fall off over here.
Oh, you're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead. We're on a mountain cliff.
No wonder why it's hard to push up right here. As of right now, I was feeling the car.
Yeah.
I'm like, why the hell is it hard?
Well,
for
we're
me?
going up. I think
No,
we're.
but I was like, why the hell is it?
You can tell. There's an incline.
No, but I was like,
Look at
what?
this. That's literally.
You want to hear something?
What?
I was like, why the hell does it feel like I'm like doing the bike, but like
Yeah.
I put it the resistance.
You have
up?
to step on the gas.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I realized I was with my car, but now I realize I'm like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
it's not my car.
So, what do you think though if the mechanic found the whistle on the top of your car? He'd be like, "You idiot!" He puts a whistle on the top.
I put your FE on at you.
Yeah. Well, he wouldn't yell at me because I would be doing it to people. He would yell at like if I did it to you. Would you get mad if I did it to you? You would? Oh, you would? Oh, you wouldn't care. So who do you want to do it to?
I don't want to see.
You're gonna go to the dollar store and buy a bunch of whistles? You should test it out though if you're gonna do it. Yeah, get some like putty or glue or something that, you know, like Gorilla Glue, and just glue a whistle, see if it works. But anyway, that's my idea for revenge. It's harmless, right?
And do you know that we're gonna be on this road for 7 miles?
Wow. Because we're probably going around a mountain. We're probably like going like this around a mountain, swirling
I don't like
around.
going local sometimes because you don't have to speed or just
Yeah, I don't mind going local if the road's interesting and if I'm seeing an interesting town. I mean, this, like, I would hate to be driving this at night because I would just be imagining every 20 seconds I go around a bend, there's going to be a huge deer or elk or moose. I don't think we get moose. Yeah, maybe a bear there on the road. Or like a lady pushing a baby across the street in a baby carriage.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that wild boar. It's like pig.
Yeah, it's just a wild pig, but it's a different breed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the pigs that we consume are different. Probably because the meat is more succulent, or yeah, I don't know. It's like corn. Like wild corn as compared to processed corn is way
How's this
different.
about wild mushrooms versus regular mushrooms?
I wouldn't eat wild mushrooms because unless you're a mushroomologist.
No, wild mushrooms from like ShopRite you buy.
Did you know they're making magic mushrooms legal?
Why?
But not all over. They're doing it in Colorado again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nice, right?
It's not nice.
It's great.
Fucking acid trips are not fun.
I don't know. How do you know?
If you talk to anybody who got an acid trip, they all tell you that.
Well, I didn't have an acid trip, but I've had mushroom trips
Yeah, mine.
when I was younger.
Yeah, but back in your day, mushrooms were popular.
Yeah, but I had a
You're in
mushroom
the
trip, is what I'm
day
saying.
of the
And I
Beatles.
did it more than a few times.
You're in the day of the Beatles.
Not really. I'm post-Beatles.
Come together.
I'm more like Duran
Oh, wait.
Duran
Oh, wait,
and
did you ever hear the story about the Beatles?
The Clash.
Did you hear about the story about the Beatles?
What, they all slept together or something?
No, those that jerk off together. Gotta come together.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what they said that song. Paul McCartney told that story. You know, he might be fucking with everybody though.
Hey, really?
Yeah, he could be. That's the kind of thing I'd say. And then on my deathbed, if they were like, Paul McCartney, so that story about all you Beatles jerking off together, and then you wrote the song "Come Together," I'd be like, you idiots, you believe that crap?
Yeah.
Suckers. I would do that. You know.
I'm surprised when the Beatles weren't gay.
They weren't gay.
It shocks me. At least one of them are not.
Well, I mean, statistically, they were still above the average percentage of people that were to be gay. Well, you know what would surprise me more? That one of the singers or performers in The Village People weren't gay. That would surprise me more. Because they were all gay. And they did gay songs and stuff.
But you're more than gay.
Yeah, they were all gay. I believe.
I love the Village.
Yeah, but that's okay. They're talented, you know? You could be straight, gay, talented. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but after I heard the YMCA, it got me thinking.
Oh, yeah? Well, you were probably really young. You were like a little kid.
I was a little kid.
Were you going, it's fun to stay at the YMCA? And it was like...
No, nobody knew. My whole family didn't know.
What about Macho Man?
Listen. Nobody in my family knew. So what happened was I found out one day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Mom. She goes, oh no. She goes, oh no, you just ruined the song for me.
That's funny. Listen.
Her, but Mom, it's so gay. She goes, listen.
That's not
she goes, oh my God.
But yeah, but it's just you didn't know. But
Oh,
what
I have
about
a
like
Macho
Boy
Man.
George? You remember Boy George?
No. Listen.
What?
Macho Man, I have a funny story.
Were you singing
Every
it?
time in 7th grade and 8th grade,
Yeah.
they used to have nachos.
Body,
So then,
what feel? Nacho Man?
So the principal used to get, and he was a little phenomenon.
Yeah.
He used to get a little thing, Nacho Man.
Which is funny because if it says, I'm not your man, like those are nacho chips.
Yeah.
I'm Nacho Man, you know?
So stupid.
I'm somebody else's man.
Anthony.
I don't know. Nacho Man. But when Boy George first came out and did the first song, did you think Boy George was a boy or a girl?
I knew it.
Well, because it was weird. Some people were like, is he a boy or a girl? It says Boy George.
Past my time. It was before my time.
No, well then definitely the Village People were before your time.
They were.
They just translated over decades.
Yeah, and even Boy George did too, if you think about it.
Yes, he did. He definitely did. Boy George stood relevant way into like probably around 2000 something.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, and then he did a play, Kinky Boots, I think, or something. I don't know. But he was around for like, it's just like Annie Lennox before the Eurythmics, right? Yeah, everybody thinks of Annie Lennox. And I mean, who do you know more? Eurythmics or Annie Lennox? Yeah. And Annie Lennox was the lady singer. And she went on after the Eurythmics, I guess, and had her own career and had several songs, but everybody remembers...
So I just found out from you the other day about Foo Fighters and Nirvana, and it still blew my mind.
AJ did not know that... AJ asked me a question. He said, what do you think would have happened to Nirvana if Kurt Cobain hadn't died? And he said other people too, but I said, well, I can tell you one thing about Nirvana, there would never have been a Foo Fighters. And he's like, what do you mean?
What?
He's like, what are you talking about? I said, now I can't remember the lead singer in the Foo Fighters right now, or the originator or the main performer. But he, as everybody who knows, who I can't remember his name, Steve will probably be like, you idiot, it's this, right?
David something.
David Sanborn? No, it can't be David. That's a horrible guess.
Oh wow, Keen's right here? I gotta tell my sister.
What's Keen's?
Keen is at college.
Oh, okay. So anyway, after Kurt Cobain died by his own hand,
which I don't believe he killed himself. I believe it was set up. Though.
You know that I just heard a story in the news. Oh no, I was watching this movie and it was talking about like the guy that exposed what was going on in. Oh man, I can't remember anything lately. So.
Are you talking about the rapper?
No, it was a reporter, right? And what happened was he exposed this horrific thing that our government did. I think it was, what was it? Whatever. So what happened was they found his body with 2 bullets in his head, and they said it was suicide, which makes you think.
That happens a lot.
But that's, would you say a government cover-up would be
No,
like...
I didn't know that Kurt Cobain was married to Courtney Love.
Yeah, well, you know nothing about Nirvana then.
Yeah, but like that blew my mind. I was like,
Courtney Love is actually pretty good. Too bad about her drug problem, which screwed her over.
Like, and did you know that Kurt Cobain has a daughter?
Yeah, she's like 20 years old now, I think.
She's
right?
my age, 25.
Yeah,
I was like,
25.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I don't know if... The funny thing is, the only reason we know Kurt Cobain has a daughter is because he's famous. I don't know anything that she's done.
Courtney Love, right?
Yes.
I was doing some research. She wasn't like Yoko or any of them. She actually let Nirvana release all these things after he died. She was nice about it. She wanted to live the legacy on it.
Makes sense.
Well, a lot of these spouses, they don't give a shit. They're like, I don't want my husband.
I don't know. You know, she had a lot of her own problems. She had a really amazing band. You know what I mean? Yeah, you've heard her music, right? Hole. You don't know Hole?
Like what song?
Let's see.
You gotta give me some name.
I know, it's just like... I can't think of the words right now.
You know Courtney Love is an actress.
No, she's more of a... she is an actress, but she started off as a musician. My one desire She actually was punk and rocked as hard as Kurt Cobain, in my opinion. Yeah. And if you look up the album Hole, which maybe I'll do with you later, I'll find some holes. I'll look up Courtney Love, Hole, and I'll play some songs for you. I just, off the top of my head. Yes, I really liked the music a lot. But I like punk, I like alternative, I like new wave, I like, yeah. But yeah, so anyway.
I like Blondie.
Yeah, Blondie, but Blondie goes way back. She was like she was out there when I was like a young teenager before. You know, Blondie is like, I don't think she's in her 60s now. Yeah, she has a bunch of songs that everybody knows. Whole, everybody's like, I don't know, but she did. She had a bunch of good. My one is I can't think of it. It's in my head. It's on the edge, coming out. You know.
I don't know. Do you feel like if Freddie Mercury lived, it would be different?
If Freddie Mercury lived, yes, because Queen still performs without Freddie Mercury.
So do you think if Queen? So let's just ask this then, right?
Yeah. Come on. We're ready. What do you want to ask? What do you want to ask? Did you just go somewhere else, AJ?
Yeah.
I'm filming. You're like, so if Queen, Freddie Mercury had lived.
Yes.
And then what? And then you said like.
How would it be? Like, would he be still performing? Would tickets be going for more
definitely.
money for sure?
Well, tickets go for more money anyway. So
no,
yeah.
I mean, since it's going to be Freddie.
I'm surprised that Adam Sandler tickets are only $30.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
Yeah.
I love Adam Sandler.
In 3 miles,
It actually seems pretty
turn right
cheap.
onto State Highway
Is he performing at a
23.
stadium or something? Because that's probably why, you know. Yeah, Adam Sandler's doing a comedy tour, everybody, in case you're interested. We may or may not go.
We're stopping.
Oh, yeah, okay. What are we doing?
Look, to your right. Do not show on video.
He wants me to record.
And this is for secondhand Daisy.
Or it may not be.
No,
We'll decide.
No, this is secondhand Daisy.
What? What
know,
is it?
I want to get your opinion.
Or I could save it for
You know
tomorrow.
how many people told me that I should have been a silent partner in this business? And how many people...
But how could you be a
Whoa!
silent... Yeah, I see.
Holy shit.
A-hole, driving like a maniac in the rain, middle of the night. Now, this got to go on Scummy Reels, because this isn't a topic anybody on that channel will get.
It's a topic.
So, you being a silent partner makes no sense because you kind of put everything together. A silent partner just provides money.
Well, they said because people will leave us bad reviews, people won't come in because of me.
Yeah. Now, this should go on Scummy Resellers. Well, honestly, people can give bad reviews and people cannot come in because of you, but other people will. The small group of people that you don't get along with, it's a small group of people. And if you don't get along with them, they're not going to come in anyway.
I also feel how like you shouldn't be friends with me.
I can be friends with whoever I want to be, so I don't know why they think I shouldn't be friends with you. I'm not friends with anybody other than you in terms of those people. So, you know, it's like, I don't know, why are they in charge of who I can be friends with? So this is the Scummy Resellers video. It's secondhand day. So go ahead. What did you want to say? What else?
No, like, and then other people tell me that I should just do an eBay business, but I'm like, I don't want an eBay business.
Yeah, you know what? eBay
is okay and all.
eBay's okay, and you can make good money, but you don't interact with people, and I like, and you do
that's
too.
Boring. I'd rather be talking to people.
Exactly, because when I told you before, like I said the same thing. Now you know I'm not really collecting, but I like games, and I grew up playing games, and I have played games for years and years, so I like video games, and I like other things too, right? But that's why I like selling video games, because the people I talk to like it too, and we talk about it. You ever play this game? Oh, did you get this?
I'm really big into it.
Look at this guy. He's going to jump in front of us? No. Okay. No, and I know you're really big into it. So if you're in your house doing fucking eBay, who are you going to be talking video games with? I know. And Daryl. Daryl, I just got this, right? Because a lot of times you would post, oh, I got this and that, and like, people would be like, they would get upset or sometimes jealous, and the thing is, you don't just roll up on games. That's why I haven't been finding a lot of games lately. Because I'm not rolling up.
And now this week's been shitty.
Yeah, well, you were doing good because you were hustling for games.
I've been hustling too this week.
Oh, you haven't? Just nothing? Hey, sometimes nothing's going on. You know what I mean?
Usually it's at the beginning of the month is the best. And
the beginning or the end?
And
yeah.
Because either people want to start moving, people will start cleaning.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me see. It is so fucking dark in here, AJ. It's like that's why this is not a main video. It's the middle of the night. I should show the road. You can see things better if I show the road.
Oh, no.
At least it's something to look at.
It's only 11:10.
No. Well, for a lot of people are in bed now. They're like, 11 ton? I gotta get up at 5 o'clock in the morning for work.
Who, your mom?
No. My mom just goes to bed
Even when
early.
I gotta be up early for work, right? I still go to bed at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, well, you know what? I like to stay up late and watch movies and whatever. And then
and jerk the gherkin.
Yeah. That's the best time, everybody. No, but I like to I like to watch movies, and usually nobody wants to watch the movies I watch. And I watch
Pornos.
Yeah, okay. No, but I'll watch like foreign movies.
Trannies.
Okay. With trannies. No, but I'll watch subtitle movies and stuff. And Marie's like, I can't watch a movie where
I can't watch subtitle movies either. I would kill you.
Yeah, but if the movie's good, I'll watch it. I don't care.
What?
I don't know. Any European movie that's good.
What's a good subtitle movie?
I like a lot of movies coming out of like Japan sometimes. Good Japanese horror movies.
How's India?
I don't like those quite as much. No, I don't really like Bollywood movies.
Why?
I don't like dancing and singing in movies because I like things that might happen in real life, and people just don't run around dancing and singing like musicals. You know, all of a sudden like 50 people are singing and dancing about this and that.
High School Musical.
Yeah, exactly. In my high school, nobody ran around singing and dancing, and if they did,
Yeah, but you went to back in high school in like the 60s.
no, I didn't. What are you talking about?
70s.
Yeah, I was high school like right up to 80s, so more like late 70s or something. But
Oh wow!
so it's like
So then you were out of high school when NES came out. Wow.
1980. I told you, video games got good as I became a young adult.
Video games were good when I was a young adult.
Yeah, well, when
No.
you were a young adult, there was GameCube, right?
No, I was like 13.
13.
No,
when
I was 5 years old with GameCube.
You were 5 when GameCube. Yeah. So the fact that you like older school games really kind of goes against. Why do you like old school games?
Why?
Yeah.
Because as a kid, PS1, 64, and Game Boy was my shit.
But who was playing them? Who was playing?
Me.
But I mean, who do you know? Where did you find out about them? Because they weren't in the stores.
No, 64 was and PS1 was.
But okay, when did GameCube come out?
All right, let me tell you the story. 1995 was when I was born.
Right.
My family had a PS1 already.
Right.
Because my mom bought it for my father at launch.
Okay, so
I know.
so you were born in 1995.
And PS1 came out in 95.
PS1 came out.
So my first memory is playing Crash on PS1.
Right, but so you were playing with the console that your parents bought years back. Right, so you were playing an old console.
No, it wasn't old. It was new at the time. It was hot.
But wait a minute. You were born in 1995?
And the PS1 came out in 95.
So you didn't play it until you were like 4 years
I
old?
was 2.
Oh, you were playing when you were 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember.
All right. So, okay, so still though. So most people don't play when they're 2.
Listen, and after that, when I was 3
Yeah.
and 4, I got the Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
My
But
mom got me.
say when you're 10, it was like
when
GameCube,
I was 10,
right?
It was GameCube.
Right. So that's what I said.
No. Sorry, no, wrong.
What was it?
When I was 6 and 7, it was GameCube, PS2. I got PS2 for Christmas.
Right.
PS2, Xbox, GameCube.
Okay. So you had all 3?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And you got them new, like when they first came out?
What do you mean, yes?
Okay.
Well, I got a GameCube,
See,
PS2.
I played mostly old school.
Listen, and
Go ahead.
then I got the Game Boy, and I got the N64 when I was 4.
Now, when I was a young adult, like 18 and 19, like just started college, right? I started college when I was 17, right? When I was a young adult and I had my own money, I bought my own game console.
All right,
and I got, wait a minute, I got the Woody Atari first, and then I got ColecoVision, and then I don't know, I think I had the Atari 5200, but then I went to Super Nintendo, I think I skipped Nintendo, I'm not sure. You know, I might have had a Nintendo, then Super Nintendo for sure, then Nintendo 64 for sure, then GameCube for sure, and then I took a break, you know, for a while, because I didn't care about the Wii, but I got Daisy a Wii, you know, and I got Daisy,
All right, let me talk.
Good.
So I'll tell you my timeline. 95, I got the PS1.
Right.
Then my cousin broke it.
Hmm.
He was coming over to drop soda on it. So my
Uh-huh.
mom bought a PS1 the next day because I loved
A
it.
PS1 or 2?
One. It was,
Okay.
it was still one. Then after that, I got a Game Boy Color because I love Pokemon.
Hmm.
And that's my first experience with Pokemon.
Okay.
Pokemon taught me how to read.
Oh, really?
You know, I can beat the Pokemon game without reading.
Huh. You memorized it.
I
Green light.
memorized it, but it taught me. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's how Daisy. Marie used to read the Daisy books, and she memorized it. Yeah, and Marie thought that Daisy was reading, but she was just
Yeah,
memorizing.
but it's still very good skill, though.
Definitely.
Anyway, so I got the Game Boy Color, right?
Yeah.
And I taught myself how to read using Pokemon.
Yeah.
So then after that, I got the N64 Pikachu edition for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
And then every year I was getting video games because that's what I liked.
Right.
I got GameCube. Oh, I got Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Yeah, watch this. We're coming right up on this guy.
With my GameCube.
We're coming right up on a guy. He's on a motorcycle or scooter.
Who else could say that? Who remembers? I got Luigi's Mansion.
No, and
Smash Bros. And guess what? My taste in games was always good. Pokemon, Mario, Zelda.
well, that's popular stuff. That doesn't mean good.
Yeah, but a lot of people had sports games.
I never liked sports games. I never
didn't like
liked
sports games. I'll tell you my story about sports games.
Yeah.
I did not like sports games at all. I did not like sports.
But you like Madden.
Listen, let me talk.
Yeah.
What happened was this. AJ, I only hated all sports. I hated race cars.
Right.
So I love Crash Team
Go
Racing.
around this guy or
Mario
something.
Kart, man. I'm gonna wait for him to go.
No, he's not going to go anywhere. He's in the slow lane. You have to go around him.
I don't want to go around.
It's not safe to be riding on his ass like
Not on
this.
his ass. I'm a car length away.
If he slams on the brakes or something, you know, you're going to like, just go around him, dude. All right, so anyway. No, see, he's like slowing down. Just go around him. He's going like what? 30 something miles. He might not be able to go fast. No, he's on a motorcycle, yeah. All right, go ahead. So you were saying.
Oh, I was saying.
Yeah.
When I was younger, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got
You weren't into sports? No.
No, but I was into wrestling when I got about 10 years old.
Yeah.
And then
I saw AJ's famous wrestling video where you sang.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please. Anyway, so I like wrestling, but then when I was 15,
Mm-hmm.
next year is the 10-year anniversary.
Right.
I'm gonna go big for that. What happened was my grandpa was disabled. You never met my grandpa.
Your grandpa?
Right? Yeah,
No.
you never met him.
No, because
Yeah,
he's...
we weren't friends with him.
Yeah.
So my grandpa was disabled. So on Sundays,
I'm just gonna aim this at
every
the road.
Sunday,
It's too
my,
dark.
My mom used to go shopping with my grandma. And I used to sit with my grandpa.
Yeah.
Sitting and watching football.
Yeah.
At the same time, in school, you know, I was a junior and sophomore.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking about Madden and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. So I said, you know what? I said, okay, I'll get it. So it was December. I got it, right?
Yeah.
December 2010. This was right.
Wow.
Yep. I remember.
It's only like 8 years ago.
9 years ago.
9 years ago.
I remember.
Yeah, that's right. 2019.
I remember. So I'm like, okay. I was in high school still.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, fine. So what happened was this. I was watching a game with my grandpa. He loved football. He was a Bears fan.
Okay.
So I was watching a game, and I said, you know what? I said to myself, I gotta pick a football team.
Okay.
Because I said, you know what? Because I want to get into football. I want to play Madden with the boys. There was a bunch of people who love Madden.
Sure.
You know, a bunch of my classmates.
This guy is like right on. Okay, yeah, speed up and just fucking do it. Yeah. Okay, he figured it out. Is he behind us?
No,
or?
he wasn't coming this way.
Okay.
Asshole.
He was just messing it up for us.
Anyway, so I was like, okay, I gotta pick a team, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was watching the game with him, and it was the Eagles. The Eagles were losing
Yeah.
by like 21 points.
Wow.
So I fall asleep and I'm like, forget about this game. I wake up
Yeah.
and I see the Eagles scored a winning touchdown.
Oh, so they caught up.
Seconds to okay. It's
21
called,
points
it's
is a
called
big spread to catch up
It's
on.
called the Miracle of the New Meadowlands. It's called.
Huh.
And I said, you know what? I'll be a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles. I like underdogs.
There you go.
And guess what?
Well, I know they finally
And
won a
guess what?
Super
And
Bowl.
And guess what? After being a fan for 8 years,
And everybody like making fun of
everybody
you.
making fun of me, saying I'm stupid for picking the Eagles and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. They finally won a Super Bowl.
That's true. And who was busting your chops? And they're like
Everybody.
Jets fans, and you're like, the last time they won the
I got a tattoo. I mean, I went all out.
Yeah, that's overboard.
I cried. I cried when they won.
I know. But that's fun.
But that's why I'm an Eagles fan.
No, that's cool.
Isn't that cool
Yeah, because
story?
you hung with your grandpa.
No, I don't want to be a bandwagon. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to pick a team that never go. Oh, you're
You're better off.
I'll pick my own team that nobody
Yeah.
likes.
This way, what you can have an actual conversation where everyone's like, "Yeah, I really like how this person played." Yeah, but what about this? And they're like, "Argh!" Then you can have like a real serious kind of like debate.
That's why I'm an Eagles fan.
Oh, there you go.
Isn't that a good story?
Yep. I don't know. Do you think anybody's ever seen your Eagles
And
tattoos?
nobody even influenced me.
No.
Now my mother became an Eagles fan. Now my sister,
Oh, yeah?
Paige, everybody's.
They watch football too?
They cheer for Eagles. My grandma.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess because they see you're
Because of
excited.
me.
Yeah. They're like, I guess your grandma's not going to pick a team and root against you. That would be funny.
Anyway, the Eagles. That's why. Now.
Go Eagles! Fly Eagles! Fly!
Now here's another story.
Yeah.
Here's the Bulls now.
Let's see, how long is
If
this?
you know-
13 minutes.
You know, I'm a Chicago Bulls fan as well.
I don't think anybody knew that, but go ahead.
Well, you want to hear the story about that?
I didn't know it, so go ahead.
Well,
Driving again.
I wear the hats all the time. You don't see?
I don't pay attention to anything. You know me, dude. I'm like, I'm barely
I'm
here.
a big Chicago Bulls fan.
Yeah.
Well, I'm bigger Eagles. I'm more passionate when it comes to football.
Sure.
I cried, for God's sake.
But you can actually root for a couple teams.
No, but I yell at the TV when the Eagles are on. You have witnessed it, right? Remember?
Yeah.
I am crazy when it comes to the Eagles. I'm a diehard fan. I go see them in Philly.
And you like the Bulls, too.
But the Bulls, here's another funny story.
Yeah?
I like the Bulls for one reason.
Why?
And one reason only.
What's that?
In the 1990s,
Yeah.
Jordan was big. And I just love Jordan, and he played on the Bulls.
Yeah.
That's why I became a Bulls fan, because of Jordan.
You know, honestly, I don't think I'm going to get this video on tonight.
Probably not.
Yeah,
Shit.
because it's late.
But yeah, it's because of Jordan.
Okay.
Which is fine, right?
Yeah.
Right?
So when you said the Bulls, then we're talking basketball.
Yes.
I didn't realize that until you said Jordan. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah, really didn't. But again, you know how much I know about sports, right? I like know nothing, and that's because in my family nobody likes sports.
Well, in my family, nobody did either.
Well, your grandpa did.
Oh yeah, but my dad never did.
Yeah.
He hated sports.
But my dad wasn't into sports, and obviously my mom
The
wasn't.
only thing is,
You know, I was like a latchkey kid.
Oh wow, the motorcycle guy finally caught up to me.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So he was going the same way, huh?
Remember the motorcycle guy?
Yeah, the guy that we were behind.
He finally caught up.
Yeah, now now he's behind us. Well, I guess because now we're driving like the same speed. He was kind of like on the road. You know, maybe he was nervous because of the rain.
Yeah.
You know, you skid out on a motorcycle and you could be done.
He's coming the same way.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Isn't that crazy?
He might be your neighbor.
I don't know. Nobody,
Slavic.
none of my neighbors, and not Slavic.
How funny would that be?
It would be funny because Slavic doesn't drive a motorcycle. But none of my neighbors drive, as far as I know, have motorcycles, you know?
Oh, well, I have the Eagle sign to put in the shop tomorrow.
That's fine.
Can't wait.
Yeah, everybody can't wait.
It's going to be just the only Eagle. I have to have some of the Eagles, you know?
Yeah, why not? It's fine.
It's fun.
Why don't you get an Eagles fridge magnet?
I'm going to sign up. I'll send you a picture when I get home of it. You'll be
That's
like,
fine.
It's going to be funny. You'll be like, come on.
But is it really late now, or?
Check the time.
I don't know. I can't on my phone. But anyway, we're here. Anything else you want to say before I end this?
Yes. Always use protection.
That's right. Like helmets you're talking about? Like that guy on a motorcycle?
The helmet's in your penis.
You don't want like little baby AJs or something? All right, so that's AJ giving some sound advice and me signing off. That's my hand waving good night. Probably can't see it because it's way too dark. Anyway, I am out of here. Good. Bye.